Hi, Kent. Nice to see you.
Oh, I forgot my glasses.
Good afternoon, everyone. So a recent survey we took at Fresno City College shows that 84% of our interviewees often struggle to stay organized on the go. iCARRY Tech is a helpful tool for many professionals, entrepreneurs, students, and teachers who often struggle to keep their essentials protected, connected, and charged with them on the go. iCARRY Tech simplifies this by organizing their supplies, and we have to ensure that they stay connected without any hassles.
Hello, I'm Kobe Peterson. I'm the CEO and CTO of iCARRY Tech.
I'm Jocelyn Armenta, the CFO.
I'm Star Posadas, and I am the CMO and Secretary. So the problem is that there isn't much mobility in keeping your essentials protected, connected, and charged with you on the go.
So our solution is tech heavy. So as you can see right here, we had a 3D model of our So right here, I'm going to show you guys how it works. So you may ask, what is tech heavy? So tech heavy is a lightweight code that goes underneath the laptop that goes all your essentials and keeps all your wires connected and powerful. So business owners, you may be used to having all your things unorganized and everywhere on the desk, right? So right here, how tech heavy works is you place your laptop on top of the tech heavy here. And you're working, let's say you're on you charge it. Right here, charge. Your AirPods right here. You want to put your folder in there. Once everything's taken out, you can just put it down. And that is how tech heavy works. And you can take it places as well. Like if I will pick it up, I'll take this out, I will take it with me places. And I'm moving multiple jets, but we will be able to take this. So our mission and vision. So our mission is to provide an iCARRY on your laptop, effortlessly keeping all your essentials and wires protected and connected without any hassle. So our vision is to make personal connectivity seamless and empower you to navigate with your essentials easily and safely.
So moving on to our customer demographic, here we have Kayla. She's a 19-year-old college student who studies computer science, and she's always carrying many things with her. This is Mark. He's a 44-year-old business owner who is always on the go for business trips, and he's very unorganized with his laptop and his essentials, which is why our product will be a good solution for them.
We plan on getting customers through ads and interacting with them. We plan on keeping them through pop-up events that would showcase our product, as well as through email. And we plan on growing our audience through social media and our website.
This is our ad. Aren't you tired of feeling overwhelmed by clutter and disorganization while on the go, not having your essentials protected, connected, and charged with you? Introducing Tech Cubby. Say goodbye to stress and missed opportunities. With Tech Cubby, your essentials are seamlessly protected and connected on the go. Imagine a lightweight cubby that fits right beneath your laptop, keeping it cool with smart ventilation. Plus, it is equipped with storage units on the front and sides, so your wires and essentials stay safe and accessible. Scan our QR code or connect with us through social media to learn more.
So out of this ad, we run our ad for about a week and a half, and we got 47,000 impressions. For people who don't know what impressions are basically how much your ad was shown on the screen. And out of those 47,000 impressions, we got 31,000 views. And out of those 31,000 views, we got 26 website links. And on this picture right here, you can see that our ad was mainly shown on TV screens and mobile phones, then tablets, and then computers. Wow.
So as of right now, our two main potential pivots would be to run another ad campaign so we could have more customers, and we want to change our landing page to make it more user-friendly.
So our environmental impact is we will be using alternative materials. So first, when we make our product, it will be made out of reusable plastic because reusable plastic is eco-friendly and reduces fossil fuel. So moving on to later on in our business, once we make more money for our business, we will be resorting to bamboo as a second option for our product because bamboo minimizes pollution and reduces landfill.
As you can see from our competitor chart, iCARRY Tech is affordable, it has storage, it's accessible, and it would also include a built-in charger. Heimzig is only affordable, Targus only has storage, and Lab Gear is affordable and is accessible.
So our unique value proposition. So this girl is Kim, and she's working on her laptop, and she's slouched. And without your laptop, without Tech Hubby improves your back posture by 5 inches. So that keeps your back straight, your chest out, and your arms extended. So moving to right here, this image is a flaming laptop because Lab Gear is just a laptop desk, and if you're on your computer for a long time, it could overheat and cause electrical fires. But with our product, Tech Hubby has ventilation holes on the bottom and keeps your computer cool.
So our product is going to cost $65.99 with a 30-day warranty where if your product was to come, let's say, broken, you would get your money back. And if you were to buy 2, you would get a 20% discount on your next purchase. So our market sizing. Our total addressable market in the United States is 2.6 billion with the age group of 18 through 34. Our social addressable market in California would be 312 million, and our market share would be 6.2 million with a conversion rate of 2%. Our startup cost is $102,000, which would basically be built on equipment development cost and marketing costs, as well as our inventory. Our SG&A is $565,000, year 1, year 2, and year 3.
So our proposed structure is our company seeks to become directors, $120,000 for 20% ownership in our company, iCARRY Tech.
Use of capital. For our startup costs, our administrative costs would be $10,000, our development costs would be $3,000, our marketing cost would be $6,000, and our inventory would be $80,000, which would in total be $101,000. For our year 1 of SG&A cost, our administrative cost would be $39,000. Our website maintenance would be $28,000. Our marketing cost would be $15,000, and our salaries and consolation is $400,000, which in total would be $565,000. Our yearly revenue for year 1 would be $6.2 million. For year 2, it would be $6.6 million, and for year 3, it would be $6.9 million.
So moving on to our 3-year plan, for year 1, we want to find a 3D printer, as well as establish and build connections, and we also want to attend networking events. And for year 2, we want to get our product on the market, and we want to have our website completely finished, and we also want to launch more ads. And for year 3, we want to sell on Amazon and eventually sell at retail stores, and we want to continue to build our company.
For our suggestion, that's all, guys. We don't have one because we are confident in our business and to maintain ownership in iCARRY Tech beyond the 3-year plan to continue to grow this business.
These are our socials and where you could contact us, and if you were to scan this QR code, it will take you to our landing page.
So come join iCARRY Tech Revolution today and experience a new level of convenience. Thank you so much.
Of how this works. So you say it's Carry Tech. So does it fit my backpack? I'm trying to figure out how, or is it just it's on my desk and then I would take it to another? Help me understand how.
Yeah. So
because I looked at Targus, your competitor, their backpacks.
Yeah. Yeah. So our competitors are indirect and direct competitors. So if you were to look at Lab Gear is just a desk that goes on your lap. So how this would work is basically for now it's from like desk to desk, like what you said. But once we get more money for our product, we want to make a foldable that you can put in your bag. So right now it's just desk to desk.
So it would have hinges though.
Yeah.
Hinges. So to make it full on top of it, full of itself.
Yeah.
Making it, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay. I mean, so I'm still trying to find the use for me. I could see it like if I wanted to take it, like if I was, let's say I'm at the airport, to be having it in a backpack, or something that can just put everything like, where it's mobile like that instead of just a laptop, because I see people with, their phone's on another seat, they got the laptop on their whatever, or they're plugging their phone over here, they're working on their computer here. So I can see how all that works together. I'm just trying to figure out, it doesn't look mobile enough to me.
Yeah, as of right now, we're just not really mobile yet.
Yeah, so it's hard to see your numbers, because so what's your cost of goods on this? So you're selling it for $65, how much does it cost to make?
It costs me like I would say around 16 probably, but that's just with the 3D printer. But for right now, that's how the cost of goods what I got for the 3D model.
Okay, so roughly about $16.
Yeah, like rough.
Can you go back to your financials again? Back. Okay, excellent. Okay, so you have first year costs of $565, but when I saw your first year costs, I don't know, it didn't show. It seemed like you were still building and so forth.
Yeah.
But I looked at $565 and I divided it by $65 to get your $565 revenue. That means you need to sell 8,692 of them. But you also got to back out your cost of goods and things like that. So, but again, I saw in your year one, if you go further on ahead, keep going. I think it was next slide. Okay, so back. But see it? No, next slide. All right, there. So here's year one. You're saying you're finding a 3D printer, build, establish connection, and attend networking events. But I don't see how you're going to get your $565 revenue.
Like that would be through selling our product. If we were to get all the development costs, it would be to sell our product. And that's how much that you have to do with.
Okay, because it just doesn't seem clear, because right now, it looks like your first year is finding the printer, build established connections, and attend networking events, but I don't see, materials and, or how many you're going to build. So that was a little confusing for me on how you're going to get your first year revenue. So that was just some of the things that just kind of came to mind, just how some of the just didn't kind of line up. And then again, against your competitors, your product that you have now really isn't against your competitors, because your competitors are much more mobile than you are.
Mm-hmm.
So until you kind of have a mobile product, right now, I see a limitation of it, because they're going from desk to desk versus, where, it makes a lot of sense for traveling and things like that. So that's where I'm having a little hard time. The reason is I saw your first pitch, and you did the pizza box and all that kind of stuff, and I love the concept. I thought it was really cool, and I was kind of interested to see how that kind of materialized. But because I got the concept and what you were trying to do the first time, it's a little hard just having that standalone right now until I see the mobile capability where I see a much more functionality to it. Yeah. I'd have a hard time with the numbers. I liked the concept, loved it the first time. I was kind of excited to see where it was going to go. So those are just some things that that I'm having, I'm just wrestling with. I think the product, an idea that you had was, I just haven't seen quite the finishing touch that I was, seeing to get to some of the things that you're trying to. Yeah.
Have you sat down and used this for an hour, 2 hours at a time?
Yeah, actually yesterday, when I was practicing my pitch, I was using that rough draft prototype and just using it.
Do you find it comfortable to have your arms and kind of hovering position?
Yeah, because everybody's used to just typing on the table, and like after hours of typing on your computer and working, your back starts to hurt, right? And I feel myself talking about that. And we think that with tech, that'll be an improve your posture. You can just stand up. You're sitting down.
You say it's a portable charger. What part of it's a portable charger?
Oh, right. My bad.
So it's not built in?
No. That's just for once we actually make our product.
Built in. And one additional feature you guys could adapt to, as Greg said, people working in the airport, things like that, slide out shelves.
Yeah, that is exactly what we were working towards for people who are on the go, going to the airport,
And when you're talking about your target market, I apologize, I haven't taken your class yet. So the SM, right, the small market, where are you generating, or the MS, where are you guys generating that initial number from, like 2% of what?
That's the 2% of like how many people would actually buy accessories for the computers of the people that are 18 through 34.
So is that like people who work in an office setting, people who work at home, students?
That's just people that kind of just buy accessories for their computers. But what we were doing is students, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure where to, so what was the total population? What was the starting number?
I'm not sure.
Well, no, that's the revenue based off the marketing size. But 2% of how many people?
I'm not really sure. I had it when I was doing the numbers. It's not like at the top of my mind right now.
I was just curious, kind of like what your demographic you're pulling from.
Right.
Just population of Fresno, right? We have 1 million people.
Yeah.
Or was it like actual office users?
Well, we got USA 18 to 34 up there.
Okay.
So I guess it would break down to
Fresno.
the Fresno County region or Central California.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because that's 6 times 605, 1/5 of California. Yeah, what did you guys do? Where did you set your boundaries at? Central California?
Yeah, for California, we did it.
Looks like it is.
I'd just be curious if all of them are really a target market. Maybe narrow that down.
Okay, thank you.
Unique product, I think it's really hard to try to create something that's unique. So kudos for having, for putting that together. I'm a strong believer of iterations and use cases. So to me, it's one of those things where when a person sits there and says, hey, I don't know if I'd use that because I don't know if I'd like typing up high. To sit there and say, hey, we've talked to 10 people, they've used it, and actually, to your point, I love having the screen out, you know what I mean? And so I'll put desktop screens on top of books and things like that, and to sit there and say, our first version, people liked it because the screen was high, but they didn't like typing high, so then what we did was we have a foldable keyboard, so now a person can sit back, and they actually like that more because now the keyboard is where they want to put it, you know what I mean? And now you're building a story that is not only overcoming these concerns that people have, but you're showing why your system works. And so, and I really think as an entrepreneur, having that skill of iterating, and we have an idea we brought it to market. And even if that market is through your classmates or whatever, but to just iterate and get their feedback and turning that into a useful pitch, because whenever you pitch anything unique, you will get a lot of people tuning in saying, I haven't seen it, therefore it doesn't work, because if it worked, somebody would be doing it already.
Yeah.
So you need to sort of have a story to sort of show that.
Great job on your presentation. I like the idea of your photo yeah. So it's good for people on the go all the time. Like myself, always go to different places, and I will need something like this. So if this does come true, will be a good potential for just for all generations. Our people also need something like this, where they go to to travel around visiting their children. They will need something like this. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was a good presentation, professionally. I could for the most part hear you, but a little louder, but it was pretty good. What else do we have here? Yeah, just based off your projections, those need to be revised. So could you go back to that? Wait back. Yeah, your SG&A cost needs to be revised. I think you already know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, most of this, I got to help you a little bit, and for the most part, I just think that how you are explaining your product, I think a lot of the judges are confused, which you've explained to me many times. But I think they're having a problem with the iCARRY. They're thinking it's portable, you can put in a backpack. And I think you really have to be clear about, is it portable, is it not portable? Because we're having a lot of feedback that's saying, I don't know if it is, or would I use it? I liked your demonstration of how you would use it. I like how you included posture, how it can help you with your posture, everything else. Those are all great. Overall, I just think that maybe doing a visual of maybe you're in Tinkercad showing like the functionality with the hinges might help, because the prototype is just a printout, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 3D print, but showing it actually working in like a simulation. And you have access to those tools, I know you do. So I think that would help with the judges to show how it can be portable, because in my mind, I would think it's going to fold into itself and then have a handle at the top, or it can fold in almost like a binder, right? And then slide it in with your laptop, right? So it's it's just an added, that's how you should really, if that's what you're trying to portray, that's what you should start out with. Here's a simulation to show once it has hinges, it's going to fold into itself much like a book would, the size of like a small book, and it's going to be this thick, right? It's going to be an inch and a half thick, whatever it is. Because the judges and myself, after I took myself out of the element, I was like, okay, I can see how that could be. It's hard to visualize it being what it is, right? And having those things in there. But if you have like Tinkercad, you can put in the charger with the cubby showing you it's secure in that charging station. Other things, because printing that stuff out is kind of a challenge sometimes. But we did have some challenges with 3D printers and using the software that I recommended. But I think for that, you overcame that challenge. You still showed up with something, so thank you for that. And then I just want to see you guys keep on improving, right? So take the judges' feedback, take it seriously. Other than that, yeah, that's all I have for right now. But good job presenting. Yeah.
Thank you.